It's exactly 8:07. Good evening, everybody. I appreciate all of you for coming. Thank you so much. Welcome to day 2 of this program. I sincerely appreciate you all. You see, it's not easy, like I used to say. After the stressful moments we had throughout the day, we now come and sit for a class. It's not easy, but I know it's out of determination. So, what do you think we are doing for today? Today, I am going to look at, today, I'm going to be talking about pips, lots, leverage, brokers, chat platforms and chatting softwares, types of traders, swing, day, position, scalp. Then I'll now look into technical analysis. So these are the things we are going to be dealing with today. So please just sit back and enjoy it. Don't worry. If when it's time, I will tell you to give out your questions. But please, I really need to focus on these things so that you can enjoy it. So please, I'm starting immediately. Let's start. So I'm trying to admit a whole lot of people. All right, thank God for that anyway. Okay. So let's start. Class, look at my screen. Look at my screen. You will see pips. We are going to start with pips. Like I said, even if you are a newbie, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Just see it as if we are starting from the beginning of this training. So don't have any fears at all. So like as we said, let's be starting with pips. What's pips? A pip represents points in percentage. Some people call it percentage in points, and it represents a tiny measure of the change in the currency pair in the forex market. It can be measured in terms of the quote or in terms of the underlying currency. Determining your profit and losses is an essential part of trading. So let's take a closer look at how pips and spreads factors in this equation. Class, you see all I just, okay, let me say something before I even leave this phase. Now, a pip is simply, for some currency pairs, a pip is simply 0.0001, like you have seen here. While for yen pairs, it is 0.01. Let me start quickly because of what I have to do. Now, when I made my research, I discovered that a pip is simply 1/100 times 1/100. Class, 1 times 1 is what? 1. 100 times 100 is what? 10,000. Class, do your mathematics very well. 1 divided by 10,000 is what? 0.0001. Are you with me? Now, listen. A pip is simply the fourth value from the decimals. What do I mean? The value from 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is what we as what a pip. So this is what 1 pip. So in other words, when you see an exchange rate, whereby it is 0.000018. When you see an exchange rate like this, class, it means that this is seen as 1 pip. This is seen as 1 pip. Some people are trying to call the network is really disturbing them. Why this 8 is seen as 8 pipettes? 1 pip. Why the other one is seen as what? 8 pipettes. Now, class, I need you to pay attention. You have no business with the pipettes. I repeat, you have no business with the pipettes. The people that have business with the pipettes are the brokers. So now, Let me give you a very clear example to explain this further. What if I have 1.2, 1.28654? Like I said, the fourth value is what you should tag, what you should first of all look at. Now, remember that this is the fourth value from the decimals. What if I have 1.28654? Now, and I say, Mr. Emmanuel, add 3 pips to this. I expect Mr. Emmanuel to come underneath and add 3 here. So eventually, this should be 4, 8, 6, 8, 2.1. Are you with me? 2.1. Now, you know, in mathematics, there's what they call units, tenths, and hundredths. I mean, these are the basic things that seems to be in maths. Units, tenths, and hundredths. So if, for instance, I tell Mr. Emmanuel Ebebe now to add 8 pips to this. So it means if I add 8 to this, eventually, this man is still under units. You agree with me? 4 will come down. Then you have 3. Then you put 1 here. And this will become what? 7. Are you with me? Now, see, let me tell you one thing, class. You see what I'm doing might look very simple to so many people. They'll be like, is this man here to teach us addition and subtraction? But I can tell you something tonight. If you don't understand the calculation of pips, you are in trouble in the forex market. Mark my words. If you don't understand the calculation of pips in the forex market, you are in trouble. Now, let's say I tell Mr. Eden that Mr. Eden, add 20 pips to this exchange rate. This is the exchange rate. I'll come here, I'll put 20 here. Remember that 20 is an indication of what? Unit tenths. 20 is an indication of what? Tenths. So with this, I expect Mr. Eden to say 5 plus 0 is what? 5. 6 plus 2 is what? 8. Are you with me? So that is how pips is added to exchange rates. Yes, I taught you some things about exchange rates. That is how pips is added to exchange rates. I want to say something to you, class, quickly. Exchange rate itself differs. The exchange rate for yen pairs is not the same with this kind of exchange rate. What am I saying? What I'm saying seems to be like English language. The exchange rates that have all this kind of the currency pairs that have all this kind of exchange rates are Euro GPP, NZD USD, GPP USD, CHF, no, that's CHF JPY, AUD USD. Are you with me? All those currency pairs that have United States attached to them, and maybe another currency pair that does not have yen pair, work with this kind of exchange rates. What about the exchange rates that now have, what about the currency pair that now have exchange rates? Let's take a look. A very good example of currency pairs that have exchange, currency pairs that have another different exchange rate is yen pairs. And yen pairs are, it actually originated from here. If you have 1 over 100, no, 1 over 10 times 1 over 10. 1 times 1 is what? 1. 100 times, sorry, 10 times 10 is what? 100. Now let's have a look. 1 divided by 100 is what? 1 divided by 100 is what? 0.01. Similarly, if I have something like 0.015, like I said previously for the other one, it means that this is 1 pip. Why this is what? 1 pipette. This is 1 pip. Why this is what? 1 pipette. Are you with me? So now when you have something like this, a very good example of yen pairs are CHF-JPY, AUD-JPY, GPP-JPY. Yes. Are you with me? So any pair, let's take a very good example of that. Any pair with an exchange rate of such, let's say you have CHF-JPY. If you think I'm lying, go and make your research on Google. Exchange rate with yen pairs. They are not always different from 115.821. They are not always different from something like this. 115.821. Are you saying this? So when you have something like this is a very good example of what? A yen pair. Now, let's say I tell Mr. Fred Nat, Mr. Fred Nat, add 8, no, let me not go to it. Add 7 pips to this. I expect this man to come here. Like I said, this is now the second value from the decimals. The man will now come here and add, he will just come here and add 7 here. If the man should add 7 there, 1 comes down, 2 plus 7 is what, 9. 8 is here, 0.5, then 1 and 1. Very simple calculation. Let's say Mr. Who is in the house again? Let's say Mr. Madam Joy comes to me and says, Mr. Godspower, I want to add 20 pips to this currency pair. What is it going to look like? 20 pips to this. Underneath it, we'll come here and extend it now. It will be 2 and 0. I say this. It will be what? 2 and 0. Then, do you know why I'm taking my time to teach you these things? I don't session whereby someone will now get to the advanced class and you now be having problems with simple calculations. 8 plus 2 is what? 10, 0, 0.21 here. 5 plus 1 is what? 6. You have 1 and you have 1. So that is how to make the calculations on pips. Don't worry. Like I did yesterday, I also dropped the PDF of this class to you. So let's proceed to this. I will attend to your question, I promise you. Let's proceed with this. The next one I want to talk about is lot size in Forex. Lots. Lots represents the size of your trade in Forex. In another interpretation, lot is the number of currency units you trade in Forex. Class, look at my screen. There are actually 4 types of lots from research. And they are standard lots, mini lots, micro lots, and nano lots. Nano lots is so minute and negligible. So that is why it is not applicable to what I'm doing here. So what I am now capitalizing on is the 3 types of lots, which are standard lots, mini lots, and micro lots. Let me take a very good example of what I'm saying. Let's say Mr. Emmanuel Ibebe calls me one day and says, Mr. Godspower, I have $100. What will be my lot size in the Forex market? I have a formula for lot size. And the lot size is, I usually say A over 100. Sorry, A over what? 10,000. And A is the unknown value. A is the unknown what? Value. Now, if A is the unknown value, then it means that I can now say, if this man should come here and now says, Godspower, if I have $100, what's my lot size? Very simple. I'll just simply come here and say 100 divided by what? 10,000. 100 divided by 10,000. Do your mathematics. Zeros cancel zeros. 1 divided by 100 is what? 0.01. Class, this is a micro lot size. I said what? This is a micro lot size. A micro lot size is simply a lot size that ranges from $100 to $900. I repeat, a micro lot size is a lot size that ranges from what? $100 to $900. If Mr. Mr. Who is in the house again? Mr. Ajayi should tell him that Mr. Gospower, I have $800 to put in the forex market. What will be my lot size? Very simple mathematics. It means that what that man will be having is 0.008 as his lot size. Let's say Madam Mr. Dilly calls me and say, Mr. Gospower, I have $1,000. What will be my lot size in the forex market? That'll be 1,000 divided by 10,000. Zeros cancel zeros. 1 divided by 10 is what? 0.1. So if 1 divided by 10 is 0.1, then I can say this is what? Oh, sorry. I can say this is what? A mini lot size. I can say this is what? A mini lot size. Mini lot size mini lot size is a type of lot size that ranges from $1,000 to $9,000. Class, if you have a mini lot size in the forex market, you're a big boy. If you have a mini lot size in the forex market, you're a big boy. Are you with me? So that is a mini lot size. So that is what? A mini lot size. Now, if you have, let's say somebody who is in the house again, let's say Mr. Godwin. Let's say Mr. Godwin meets me. Mr. Gospower, I have, what color will I use now? Let me use black. The man says, I have $10,000. What my lot size? Probably, I will now say 10,000 divided by 10,000. 10,000 divided by 10,000. This is 1. So it means that 1, this will be a what? A standard lot size. 1 is what? A standard lot size. Class, let me tell you, if you have a standard lot size, I don't know the kind of business you want to do, because 10 pips on a standard lot size, I repeat, 10 pips on a standard lot size is more or less like $100. Now imagine you target 50 pips in the forex market. 50 pips in the forex market on $10,000 is what? $500. Do you know what $500 means in the forex market? The last time I checked my Up Forex account, a dollar is now 485 naira. So you do your mathematics. That is almost 250,000 naira on a business of, or on a capital of what? 4.8 million naira. Because $10,000 is 4.8 million naira. So imagine you earn 250,000 naira daily on a capital of what? 4.8 million naira. Wow. I don't know what kind of business you want to do again. No, it is well. So let's proceed. But don't worry, I will teach you some things. I'll show you some secrets. Let's proceed. Now, the next phase I want to do is leverage. Leverage, I want to talk about leverage briefly. Leverage results from using borrowed capital as a funding source when investing to expand the firm's assets, base, and generate return risk. Leverage is an investment strategy of using borrowed money. Specifically, what I'm still saying is English language. Let's do practicals. Look at my screen. Let's say Mr. Jai tells me that, Mr. Gospower, I have $200 in the forex market. Is this money not too small? Mr. Man, by the grace of God, your money is very large. The beauty about it is the brokers will boost your money in the financial market. How? They will give you a leverage. That's why when you're opening an account, you must meet a right mentor to tell you the right leverage to use. For instance, the leverage used on $200 is not the same with what you use for $2,000. Are you with me? For instance, I have $200. I can come here and take a leverage of what? 500 to 1. Class, you know what this means? 500 to 1 means that 500 to 1 simply means that I have I have 200 times 500. 200 times 500 is, that's my mathematics. That's $100. That's what? $100. Now, class, look at the secret. In the forex market, $100, $100 is what you see in the financial market. Mr. Ajayi deposited $200 in the forex market. But in the financial institute, $100 is what it seems like they are trading. In other words, the brokers boost your $200 to $100 in the forex market. But guess what? Do you think they do this for free? No. Let me tell you something. If you are here, maybe later along the time when you get to the advanced class, you want to open a live account, I will tell you broking things to use and how to apply. There are some accounts you apply for, like zero spread. If you choose zero spread, the brokers will not charge you from their spread, they will charge you from commissions. There's premium. There's premium and some other things. Are you with me? So let's proceed. The next one I'd like to talk about is brokers. The next one I'd like to talk about is brokers. Brokers are firms that provide traders with access to a platform that allows them to buy and sell foreign currencies. Last, let me just leave the grammar since I've given you the PDF. Now look at it very well, guys. You observe that broking firms are much now. We have 1,001 broking firms. In fact, let me start listing them. And they are Forex Time, Apari, OctaFX, HotForex, XM Forex. We have AvaTrade. We have FXTM. We have InstaFX. We have InstaFX. We have Antec. We have which other one again? Infinox. It almost slipped my mind. Infinox. There are many. TopFX. TopFX is also there. TopFX. Plus, from the experience I've gathered in this business, I'm going to highlight the ones that my students that graduated from my academy, they used. And I've worked with for them. Please, I don't say others are not okay. I am telling you what I know my students have worked with and what I work with. What I work with is HotForex. I have 2 live accounts with HotForex and I've never regretted it. And I even have the commission account in HotForex. I'll teach you that in the advanced class about the commission account, how that is done. Another one I know that is so perfect is Antec. Wow. These ones, they have an experience of nothing less than 15 or 20 years. Don't worry, tomorrow I'll give you an app that you download on your phone. You can check the regulation of these forex firms, of these broking firms. I'll show you on that. I will give you the app tomorrow. Look at Infinox. No, I'm not going to talk about this. TopFX. TopFX is so perfect. Then OctaFX is marvelous. If you observe, you now do adverts on OctaFX on YouTube and all of that. OctaFX is okay. The only thing about OctaFX I used to know in those days, not in those days, just last year, is that OctaFX will boost your money up probably by 50% or 100%, but they will never allow you to withdraw all your capital. I repeat, they will never allow you to withdraw all your capital. They will allow some to remain. But you know why I love HotForex? HotForex is marvelous. Since when I've been using HotForex class, I've never regretted for once. Because with HotForex, I can withdraw any. As I'm speaking to you, like I told you yesterday, today the time is 8:31. Let me place a withdrawal now. I will get my money 7:30 my GTB account. There was a day I placed the withdrawals on HotForex. I placed that withdrawals around 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. in the morning. If I'm lying, God is watching my heart. I'm not saying this because my mouth is sweet. I got my money into my Forex account or into my GT Bank as at 1:59 p.m. that same day. The only thing I know about HotForex is that don't place withdrawals above 10. If you place withdrawals above 10, you will get your money the next day. They will never process it. They always, I don't know, I think there's a place to specify it. Don't place withdrawals above 10. If you even place withdrawals around 8, it is still a bit late. You might get your money that day, probably in the evening. But it's still a bit late. You know why? Because there are a lot of people on the queue they need to attend to. So it's more or less like the earlier, the better. If you place a withdrawals around 2 a.m., like some people that like working at night very well, 2 a.m., you will get your money. I'm not lying, I'm telling you what I know. You get your money 8 a.m. or 10 a.m. that morning. This is something I've done. It's not story. Maybe somebody came, told me story, and I'm passing story on to you. These are withdrawals I've applied. There was one woman I actually traded for. Though that woman had a capital of $1,000 in her account. So she wanted to withdraw. She made some profits. She wanted to withdraw almost like 200 or sorry, 210 or $220. You know, that's almost like 100,000. She placed that withdrawals. God is watching my heart here. She placed that withdrawals 8 a.m. Sorry, 8:30 p.m. One of the days I was teaching her private tutorial, because I also teach you private tutorials weekends on Sunday. Lo and behold, this woman was even trying to get that money so that the husband can travel that same day. And she was thinking, I told her that, madam, let's put our mind on 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. She called me that next day in the morning, jubilating. Sir, I got my money 7 a.m. this morning. How you think? She got her money that same day. And so they are so efficient. There was a day I went to Facebook. I saw what people said about Hot Forest. It pained me. Woman, see where they lambasted and Hot Forest. They said they are not this. I placed withdrawal this. It was when I now gave them full analysis that what type of withdrawals do you place. There are two methods of withdrawing. There's credit card withdrawals and there's a wire transfer. Which one did you choose? Because for bank transfer, they will tell you that it will take 2 to 10 working days for you to get your money. It depends on your bank. I'm not going to call banks here. It depends on your bank. That's why I use GT and Zenith on some transactions. Because I know if I want to do things very fast, they are very, very efficient. I'm not saying other banks are not good though, but you know these banks are also good. So it depends on your bank. But wire transfer, I know you get money that same day if you apply immediately. So let's proceed, class. Let's quickly proceed. Time has really gone far. Okay, let's quickly proceed. All right. Now, there are two types of platform. There's NinjaTrader and there's TradingView. TradingView is exactly what I used to teach in the advanced class, not here. I can take TradingView is what I'll do the one of the advanced class. Are you with me? The next one I'd like to talk about is types of traders. There are 6 types of traders: the scalp traders, the day traders, the position trader, the swing traders, the algorithmic trader, and the event-driven trader. The scalp traders are traders that like to take position. They like to trade within that day, and they meet to their target that day. The day traders are also similar to them. The scalp traders and the day traders, they never like to take positions over to the next day. Why? Because if you try it, there's something called swap fee. Swap fee will come into your trade. What is swap fee? Swap fee is when, for instance, you enter $10 over to the next day. The brokers will not charge you 0.05 for it rolling over to the next day. Eventually, you might get just 9.95, $9.95. Are you with me? So swing traders are traders that like to go, that takes a swing in the market. For instance, I see that the market is buying. I enter the trade as a buy. I see that the market is selling. I can never try that method. God knows. It's very dangerous. I know so. If you look at the bottom of this, they said something. They said swing traders hold onto trades for longer than a single day and perhaps a couple of weeks. Who has that time for that kind of rubbish? Swap fee will not come in. You'll not be frustrated. Let's say you take you target $2 for that trade. Swap fee will go to $5. It should not be -3. Nope, I'm not interested in that. Position traders, similar. I will send you this PDF. Let me just talk about one and that's all. Algorithmic traders. These are traders that keep up, that design software. Like right now, like I was discussing with a colleague. He's actually here. I told him that I have completed my robots. What are robots? Robots are exactly um, software applications you apply to trades. And once you apply these software applications to trades, guess what? It will automatically go take you into the market and you win the market. And when it is not right for you to enter, you leave. Now, let me give you a good example of what I'm talking about. Sorry, I'm not here to teach you software engineering. Sorry, I'm not here to teach you what they call it, programming. The truth is, there's something called a script. A script is a program that runs once. And an expert advisor is a program that runs continuously. An expert advisor is exactly what a robot is, a Forex robot is. In other words, an expert advisor is a couple of scripts. I repeat, an expert advisor is a couple of scripts. I've completed the design. I am just back testing it. As I am just back testing it. Are you with me? So once I told people the reason why I didn't want to finish the completion of that robot because my strategies are working for me. But I have people that were disturbing me seriously because of the nature of their job, and they told me that they need it. And robot is not sold for nothing less than $500. There are some robots that they sell for as far as $6,000. Go and make a research. He sells some robots as far as $6,000. Thank you very much, guys. I think I have come to the end of this phase. If you take notes while I was talking in this class or while I was teaching, I made mention of advanced class. Actually, you and I know that 4 days is not sufficient to learn Forex trading. So, because of that, I devised something. I introduced an advanced class. An advanced class is a class that will simply go for 2 weeks. When is the advanced class starting? The advanced class is starting 16th of August. The advanced class commences 16th of August and it ends 30th of August. I repeat, the advanced class starts 16th of August and it ends 30th of August. That's complete 2 weeks. Do you know why I like announcing about the advanced class now? Because the duration you have to make payment for the advanced class is actually from Tuesday to Sunday. From Tuesday to Sunday. And what's the time for that advanced class? For that advanced class, the time for it is 9 p.m. It's not 8 p.m. It's 9 p.m. And it's going to be from 16th to 30th. Class, if you finish this training for 4 days and you attend the advanced class, I'm not saying this because my mouth is sweet. I know you never regret it. I repeat, if you finish this training for 4 days, you attend that advanced class, it is an advice. I know you not regret it. Because people will say that, hey, in the Forex market, you win or you lose. Yeah, I am not saying they are not correct, though. But the strategies I will teach you, which I know. See, let me tell you something that will shock you. In the robots I designed, one of the strategies I taught in the advanced class, or I teach in the advanced class, is applicable in the robots. And that is what Bollinger Bands. Bollinger Bands, you can watch it on YouTube, Bollinger Band. But let me tell you, there are different methods in Bollinger Bands. Are you with me? Is it only Bollinger Bands I use? I use some other strategies. So, what is the cost for the advanced class? The cost for the advanced class is a token for 2 weeks, and the cost is what? 10,000 naira. Are you with me? The cost for the advanced class is 10,000 naira. Class, okay, let's quickly go through my screen and let me show you something. I want to show you. I'm not supposed to do this, but let me. I need you all to see my screen, and you will see the people that graduated yesterday, their comments. Someone said something. Oh my God, where is this Telegram now? Okay, someone said something. Please, I want you all to see my screen. If you observe the side of my screen, you see a whole lot of advanced class. Now, see, someone said something. The man said, Coach, look at my screen if you can see my screen. Coach, your USD card pending last night has been triggered. Thank God it is on my live account. Thank God it's on my live account. Unfortunately, the lot size is 0.02. Yes, when I told them, I gave them a lot size. I gave them a strategy to use, and they want. See what the guy said? Coach, may God increase your blessings for imparting this rare knowledge into us as at almost free of charge. Please use note that last end. At almost free of charge. Please, sir, also kindly assist us anytime we come up with questions. See, the 10,000 naira is for both mentorship and for the training. The guy appreciated it. I gave them a signal yesterday, and that signal, he profited from it. Are you with me? He profited from the signal. That's why he's appreciating it. So that is it on the screen. You can start making payments into the account details. Please, when you make payments, make sure you send a screenshot to me. Make sure you send a screenshot to my WhatsApp number. Also, I want to say something. I will drop some apps tomorrow. Please download those apps. We'll be using those, we'll be working with those apps tomorrow. Please, if you know you will download those apps before 12 p.m., you can just chat me up so that I can use your phone to teach the class. Are you with me? Thank you so much, class. Good night. I think I have to go now. Good night. See you tomorrow exactly by 8 p.m. Tomorrow, we go into management of trade using those apps, and I'll teach you how to pick trade in tomorrow's class. Thank you very much, everybody. Good night, and have a wonderful night. God bless you all. Bye. See you tomorrow.